This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. It's Monday, March 16th. I'm here with Tori, Lindsay, I'm Jeff, Stephanie, Brandon, and Erica have the night off. So welcome, guys.
Thank you. You guys had me here last week. Now I'm here again.
So our audience is getting to know you a little
guys.
bit.
Access. Fun.
All right, you don't have to be sarcastic. We got a lot of news to get to today. You may notice we only have 3 people that we're just discussing. That's because we're doing our best to practice social distancing. That's why we're so far apart.
Yeah.
Wow, way to ad-lib on top of that. All right, let's get to it. Some celebrities aren't taking any chances and placing themselves under quarantine over the fear of the coronavirus, of course. Over the weekend, Heidi Klum posted this video. She's kissing her husband through a glass window. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird.
They both got tested for the virus after feeling ill and are staying apart to be safe. That's the good part.
What if corona's on the window?
That's a problem.
But it's okay. It's your own side of the window, so you're good. Meantime, Today Show hosts Al Roker and Craig Melvin took the day off after a staff member tested positive.
Wow.
NBC also ordered all staff members who came in contact with the employee to remain home and self-isolate themselves. And Lady Gaga is also spending some alone time with her dogs, huh? Yeah. The singer suffers from an autoimmune disease and is putting herself in self-quarantine again as a precaution. And speaking of spending time with your pets, Arnold Schwarzenegger, look at him tweeting this video of his, he's got a miniature horse and donkey, and he's urging people 65 and older to stay home. So good message, weird video.
I can't get over this video. I'm like, what is going on at Arnold Schwarzenegger's house?
He has a small farm for sure.
But like, he's just like, everybody's staying, and he doesn't address the donkey or the horse. It's just so weird to me.
Why does he let them in the house?
That's their house pets.
They're house donkeys and miniature horses?
Yes. They're the ass of the house.
As long as you are sending the message to stay home, I don't care if you have 20 animals in there, monkeys running around, whatever you want to do.
It gets more eyeballs on it, right?
But we're talking about the donkey and not the coronavirus.
But we are. His message was 65, people 65 plus, stay home.
That's
and
fair.
most quarantines are optional right now, so at least people are taking the option to take care of themselves. You know, Lady Gaga, like you said, has an autoimmune disease, so it's really important to do that kind of stuff.
If you close your eyes and thought of where Arnold Schwarzenegger lives, that's like not what I pictured. That's all.
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of cluttered.
weird?
Yeah, it's really
cluttered for a celebrity.
With the animals.
You know what's weird? I kind of pictured that.
Did you?
A little bit. No, but just a little bit.
It looked like grandma's house or something. With all the clutter, you know how they're hoarders.
What are you going to do, Lindsay? What do you think about all the self-quarantine? I mean, these celebrities have a lot of money. They have the option to stay home and self-quarantine. A lot of people don't.
Right. It must be nice to be a celebrity in self-quarantine. I know a lot of people are going to be missing out on a lot of checks. And we talked about before on other shows that 50% of the country is really living check to check. So it's kind of scary, but I hope that those people are getting done right by their jobs.
I saw a meme that said, if you cancel life, you got to cancel some bills. And I think that's exactly what needs to be said.
Step up, government.
Yes.
All right. Hilary Duff is putting people on blast who go out during the pandemic. I'm with you, Hilary. Check this out.
To all you young millennial that keep going out and partying, go home. Stop killing old people, please. To all you young millennial
She encouraged her 15 million Instagram followers to stay home and binge watch TV shows instead. Listen, I'm with Hilary on this one. We had a doctor on earlier in the week. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch that from our daytime shows, but we talked about if everyone in the world just stayed home for 2 weeks, I know it's impossible, the virus would kill itself, right? It'd run its course on the people who have it, and it'd be gone. But people aren't abiding to anything. They're actually making jokes about it.
Can I play devil's advocate for a second?
Yes.
And I know that you hate everybody who does this, but I'm just saying, say people don't watch
You're
the
going to
news.
be on that list in about 5 seconds.
No, I'm like, what?
No, say people don't watch the news every day, and they're young kids who are just getting their news from online, seeing that it might be spreading, kind of just wash your hands, and they're like, this is my last chance to go out because I see my friends in New York can't even go out to eat anymore, and they don't know all the details, like killing your grandparents.
But they're on social media, and on social media, people have said, if you're going out, stop it. You're killing your grandma and grandpa. I'm sorry to get really serious here on the fun show, but it's like, how dare you, and how selfish are you to think I need to go out and spread this more than I need older people in my community to be okay?
And I saw more people than not that are young and my friends say stay your bleep in the house.
Right.
Yeah, more people have the Hilary Duff message than are just going out and drinking.
But it's leaving, and again, I tell you, I go back to everything, return your shopping carts and things like that.
Well,
but it's going
the
back,
shopping cart.
But it's going back to letting people do things for themselves. You have to force, a shutdown. Otherwise, there's going to be people going out and they don't care about the virus.
100%.
And then guess what? They catch the virus, and then who are they asking for help? The people who did the right thing, right?
Totally.
I can't stand people. All right. Oscar winner Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson are still in isolation in Australia, but they're taking things in stride. Tom posted this photo on Instagram, thanking all the helpers and saying, let's take care of ourselves and each other, but leave it to social media to be divided. Some people love all the Vegemite he used. Others said that's way too much. Now, if you guys tried Vegemite,
I don't understand what it is. What is it?
It's like tasting death. That's what it's like. I've never tasted it. Now, people in Australia and New Zealand, they love it. It's like butter. So it's on toast. You put a little bit of butter, and then you're not supposed to put that much. You're supposed to spread just a little layer. And it's like it's supposed to be like a spread, like Nutella is in France.
But it's like crushed veggie tasting?
I don't know what's in it.
It's super duper salty, like salty to the 50th degree. So when I say a little goes a long way with Vegemite, it goes a long way.
He doused his brain in Vegemite.
I like trying new things, and I tried Vegemite. That would make me gag.
Yeah.
For sure.
Even the smell is pretty potent.
Yes, if you take a mouthful of that, that might be the cure.
Well, he took a bite.
I don't know.
You see, he took a bite out of the sandwich in that picture.
And then Colin, his son, tweeted, I've told my dad 1,000,000 times he always puts too much on his toast.
Oof.
So it's an issue Tom
It's an acquired taste. And like I said, people in Australia, they love it.
Oh, they love it. Oh, they love it.
We got to get you some,
No,
Lindsay.
I'm straight. I hate people tell me, oh, this tastes so gross.
You taste it.
Well,
no, I'm never going to be the one to taste it, ever.
It's the funniest thing in the world.
So I can make this face?
Did you ever see an old Saturday Night Live bit? This is like old. And they're like, taste this milk. And they're like, it's rotten.
No.
And then they all taste it. And then they're like, look, there's a stair missing on the stairs. And they all fall down the stairs.
That's what it's like. Here, smell this. Is it bad? I don't want to smell your stuff.
Heads up.
What? Oh.
You spill in your coffee every day.
Okay, I don't need to be sassed. Sorry.
All right, let's get to some other topics and ignore Tori's spill while she cleans up. Orlando Bloom's sex life. How about we talk about that for a little bit? He tells the Sunday Times he was totally celibate for 6 months before meeting Katy Perry back in 2016. His buddy told him it'd be a good idea if he was really serious about a relationship. He said he didn't do anything to help himself either.
What do you mean?
Yeah, get the violins out. He's lying.
You think he's lying?
Yeah.
He said it was awful. He wouldn't advise it. And he said things you need to keep up down there. So he said he actually didn't like it.
Keep up down there.
That's what he said. That's the quote. He said he really wouldn't advise it. He thought it was awful.
So he did it for no reason then?
That's what I can't understand. Why do this?
But hey, it worked. If it's true, it really did.
I mean, there's also people who slept together on the first day and got married for years. I'm sure out there. I don't have.
I'm sure the odds of sleeping together.
There's movies on stuff like this. Come on.
Exactly, because it never happens.
Yeah, it's rare.
It's very rare.
Do you believe him? Can I just be honest? 1 to 10, how much do you believe Bloom?
Listen, I like challenging myself too. I've never done something like this, but I mean like eating wise and things like that.
And stuff.
So I could see the challenge in it. I could see trying to challenge yourself, but it's weird how everything worked out. He did also go back to her, so he was probably like, oh man, 2 more days. Katie, you want to come over? You know,
hey, Perry. I'm hot and then I'm cold.
So maybe that's why they got back together.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
I don't believe him. I'm sorry.
Straight up don't believe him.
Just no, please.
All right. Lindsay's not digging that story. It's been 20 years since NSYNC came out with No Strings Attached, and that's fueling the reunion rumors. My boy Lance Bass told Variety they, quote, been talking about it. Whoa. He says no plans have been made, but if they do get back together, it would be for the fun of it. Now, I already know the answer for me. You know I want them to get back together.
But do you think JT would come back? I mean, sorry, for people who don't know, the Timberlake, the Justin.
The Justin of the group. Okay, so
he didn't even show up on their thing.
It's like Full House when the twins didn't come back. Like, don't do that.
No, I think that, listen, I'm friendly with Lance, so we're friends. And every time I'm with him, I'm like, dude, are you guys, there's me and Lance. He helped me out with a Big Brother show.
You're like a baby.
So that's Lance's jacket. So he brought it for the interview. I'm like, oh my God, did you just wear this on stage? And he's like, no, that's just my jacket from home. So I asked him all the time, I'm like, dude, are you guys going to get back together? He said he'd love to, obviously. I don't want to put words in his mouth or overstep my bounds here. But I'm wondering now, I haven't talked to him since the whole JT thing, you know, kind of people aren't happy with JT with the rumors about him cheating. This might put JT back
in a good light.
Man, you're smart.
Right?
What a good PR move for JT.
Yes.
The Timberlake falling back in line with the old school nostalgia.
And
why'd you fall in love with them?
I think they should do it on April 30th so that their tour can be called It's Gonna Be May.
They just might.
I thought about that all day.
It's really funny. Lindsay, that's really funny. Good job.
I think we nailed it. Keep your distance. Keep your distance. But good button there. DBL is live coming up. No one saw Cats, not even one of its biggest stars. Look at that outfit. Oh my God. We'll tell you about it later. And millions of Americans are skipping the movies completely because of the coronavirus. Are you? We're sharing your comments coming up next. What's up, buddy?
We're talking about cats. Hey guys, look.
I'm talking to Travis, and it just happened to be
What's
holding
up?
the camera.
Look, I made a thing. This is what you can do in your quarantine. It's a needlepoint.
Hey, look, I made a thing.
It's
Tori
a
has
thing.
officially made one for everybody but me. I'm starting to think it's a personal.
No, not at all. Sam gave me this, and I did it, and now I'm on to, can I be honest, a different seashell thing. And it's one of those ones with a lot of colors. I mean...
You don't love it?
It's like I do a pink, then a light pink, then a mauve, then a rosebud. I'm like,
Mauve.
I can't with all the colors. And I think I'm off by like several stitches. Anyway, it's gonna be a seascape for
Nobody
Al's
knows
daughter.
when your artwork is not perfect, though. Only you know, right? If
I
you don't know
think
what the art was supposed to look like.
Well, for instance, do you guys think it's weird that it's not filled in, like the clamshell?
No.
Or
I like
is it
that.
like abstract? Now, it's not supposed to be.
I like how,
What do you
you know,
mean?
you see those
See how it's
clamshells?
white? There's
they
some
usually
white
have those
there?
stripes, right?
Yeah, they're different.
It's not supposed to be
Not
all
stripes,
like
but
blocked.
they have those little spaces where the colors
And then if
are.
you guys don't know, the stitch right here called the back stitch, it gives it a 3D look. Whoa.
It kind of does
Let me
look
see.
3D.
Do you feel
you're,
me?
You're getting better at
I'm
that.
getting really good.
That does look like 3D.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
I do.
Like you're on the beach and
This
you're like,
reminds me of like home ec class when we were in.
no, I never had home ec and I'm desperate for it.
Yeah, this is
Because
exactly
I don't know
what
how
we
to
used
bake
do.
a chicken or do anything. So I'm
Well, we didn't
learning.
learn full chickens. We learned like cupcakes.
Oh, I don't know how to. I mean, I
But
can do
still,
that.
yeah. And we learned how to sew like not teddy bears, but like
Pillows?
our own pillows
And
together.
Yeah, I
then
wish
you,
I
then you
learned.
do it inside out and stuff.
That was like my
Dude, that technique still, like I still.
Oh.
Ooh, fancy. Welcome back to DBL. If you're not going to the movies for a while, guess what? You're not alone. It was the worst box office weekend since the year 2000. And to put that in perspective, more people went to the movies right after 9/11. And some theater companies like AMC are capping attendance at 50, obviously due to the spread of the virus. So, DBL Nation, are you skipping the movies like everybody else, it seems like?
Wow, that's hard. Veronica says, don't risk it. Netflix and chill with your quarantine bae instead. Would you be my quarantine? I used your thing that she had seen that meme. I want to say this. I would say.
Steals your stuff.
No, I gave credit. I cited your credit because I'm only kidding you. That's the only reason. I swear I would have given you credit. Very quickly, I would say this. Watch Love is Blind or some trash TV. It's so much fun. And secondly, I would say this. Frozen 2, if you guys didn't know, put a release on Netflix for the quarantine. That's a brilliant idea because so many people are at home watching. So if you're smart, you would put, like, for instance, Ben Affleck's new movie, The Way Back. I'm like, just put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
That would be a quick way to turn around and have a lot of eyeballs.
But they'd have to be up to the production company because there's a lot of money floating
for sure.
around
But it's a
with
way
that.
for them to see your film, you know?
So it doesn't just get caught up.
Yeah.
Like you forget about it.
Yeah.
Right. Mandy says if they're canceling concerts and shutting down the clubs, movie theaters should definitely be off limits too. And yeah, I think that movie theaters would be the last thing on my mind at this exact moment.
Yeah.
I kind of like already don't really love movie theaters, but I think that just going there and showing up and grabbing some popcorn is just not the time or the place. So, and also the popcorn, everything. And I used to work at movie theaters, so I know one-on-one what goes down.
Do they clean? Like, do they clean the button when you hit butter for like? Do they clean that?
I mean, at this point, I'm sure, yeah, but we used to do it once a day.
Oh wow.
Why'd you say button?
I'm sorry.
Button, the button.
My friend said button in college, and now I say mitten and kitten. It's really annoying.
How come? Yeah, I don't know why theaters aren't closed. How come gyms aren't closed?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's going to turn into like this federal thing where because you see states doing it now, deciding what should be closed. But on those lists, all I saw was like restaurants, clubs, and bars.
Well, I think gyms don't tend to have more than like 50 people in them at a time anyway.
I guess you're right.
But it's not
like
like
a packed.
germs.
Right, but they're sanitizing quite a lot there. I agree. You might want to be careful, but it's not like a crowded space. I've never been in a gym, so I don't know.
Because usually it's up to you at the gym to wipe down your area.
Yeah, and the doctor, again, I mentioned her earlier, that was here last week, told me stay away from the gym for a week or two. So I haven't been since Thursday.
Are you kind of like a racehorse that needs to run?
Yeah, but instead of all the energy working out, I'm eating it.
Thanks for showing us.
Are you working out at home at least?
No, I feel like if I'm at home working out, it's not like a good workout. I'm like, one,
See, I used
two,
to, I used to work
that.
out here, season 1 at my desk, and they would all mock me because I'd be like, 1, 2, I'm done.
Take a 2-pound weight and pretend like she's getting a workout. Yeah. All right, let's get to this last comment. Frank says, I actually went to the movies on Saturday, but made sure to sit way up in the back next to no one. I also was wearing a mask and gloves. Hey, Frank, I guess if you're going to go, that's a way to go. You know what I mean? It's dark. You don't have to worry about people judging you or anything.
Just people in gloves and masks.
If I was there, people coming in like in gloves and masks, it's already kind of like a weird vibe in the theater anyway. So
I think you got.
I think I'm just going to stay home. Actually, I'm binge watching this show called Sneaky Pete.
Oh, it's great. Is it good?
On Amazon. Yes, it's
very good.
Fantastic. Giovanni Ribisi.
I'm watching
just a shot.
Fauda on Netflix, if we're all going to give our things.
Yeah.
Fauda, F-A-U-D-A. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. And again, Love is Blind is excellent.
I'm really watching a corny show on Netflix.
What are you watching?
What If? And like Renee Zellweger's like this
told me about it.
secret killer undercover trying to figure out what's going on in her romance life.
See? All good suggestions. All good suggestions. Coming up on DBL, Cats was a total bomb at the box office. Even one of its stars hasn't even seen it yet. We'll tell you who that is if you don't recognize by the picture. When we come back.
That looks ridiculous.
Chelsea W. sent us this email. She was told if she tested positive for the flu, it was impossible to have the coronavirus at the same time. And she wanted to know if that was true. Well, Chelsea, thanks for the question. To answer, we went straight to the CDC and WHO. So, is it impossible to get the coronavirus if you have the flu? No. A spokesperson for the WHO told us that, quote, it is certainly possible for someone to have more than one virus or other microbial infection at the same time. And when we talked to the CDC, they confirmed you can have both the flu and COVID-19 at the same time. So what would that do to your body? Unfortunately, we don't know right now. The WHO said they're currently researching that exact question. They want to know how the coronavirus interacts with other viruses or sicknesses, but they can't say yet if it puts people at more risk or changes symptoms. Bottom line, Chelsea, you can tell your friend they were wrong. Having the flu doesn't prevent you from getting COVID-19. And that's important. This false idea could lead people with the flu to think they're immune or don't have to take the same precautions to avoid COVID-19. Now, there are a lot of claims and rumors like this one out there. If you see one you want us to look into, send us an email. With your Verify, I'm Jason Puckett.
The Federal Reserve cut interest rates to near zero, and it's all in an effort to encourage you to spend money. Let's connect the dots. This is the second time interest rates have been cut in just the last 2 weeks alone. The coronavirus pandemic has taken a big toll on the economy, but the hope is that by making borrowing as cheap as possible, people will want to invest. Interest rates have a big impact on things like mortgages and auto loans. Because they are so low right now, the idea is that people will take advantage and finance a new car or take out a loan on their house. All that would help re-stimulate the economy. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Welcome back to DBL. This Australian singer probably summed it up best in this tweet. Ever since Cats came out, things have been way off. I know you mentioned that earlier.
It's such a weird, terrible show.
Very terrible.
Yeah.
As if that even a thing. Judi Dench starred in Cats and made a shocking confession. She told BBC Radio she hasn't even seen it yet. She only saw a photo of herself in the fake fur, and it wasn't what she was expecting. Judi had won countless awards, including an Oscar, but was nominated for a Razzie, which honors the worst performance. So she was a Razzie for Cats?
Yeah, and not only that, she is a dame. When you knight someone in England, you're a sir. The female version is a dame. So this is a knighted lady, and she's like, I've got fur. I mean, it looks bad.
There's a lot of people
That movie was like obviously a very huge budget. They had everybody in it, so to turn out so lackluster, I think
that's not like someone wrote. When I watched Cats, I had to go home and look at my cat to see what a cat actually looked like, because it's like that doesn't look like a cat.
Yeah,
I don't. But when I was little, my mom made me watch Cats on Broadway.
It's the worst show.
Like,
it's the dumbest musical. And
so I can't imagine that anybody would want to recreate this. Like, who called for this recreation?
I know.
Listen, when they were, trust me, when they were like filming it, they're like, this is gonna be
they're gonna blow it out the water. Like, this is not Rent, guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't work the same.
Somebody took a bath on that one. All right. Former Bachelor Colton Underwood says he feels sorry for Pilot Pete, but he's not done giving his 2 cents on Instagram. Check this out. Colton said it felt, quote, way overproduced and both parties could have done a much better job. He also said Pete could have stood up for himself when the show started to control his relationships. You remember Pete and Madison broke up just 2 days after the season finale. We were all very shocked by that.
We were not. They do look similar. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. By the way, Colton and his girlfriend Cassie Randolph, they're still together. Just to put
that's
a button
cool.
on that. Yeah.
Those two do look you were right. You called it out about a week ago that the Bachelors are starting to look alike, and those two people I thought were the same person.
Yeah, there's been 2 Bachelors in 25 years. If the next Bachelor has a short top and a scruffy beard
with good teeth,
you're done.
Oh my God.
Well, you told us that, it's pretty much fake at this point for Bachelor. So looking at it, it's like for him to say, oh, you could have controlled the narrative, like, seems like there's no control in it.
That's true.
They're going to tell you what to do.
Can you control it in Big Brother? Could you do anything to like?
People always ask me that. So these shows are completely different. And I've never been on The Bachelor, just the FYI. So I don't know what they're doing exactly. But with Big Brother, you don't see anybody. The only thing you do when you go in this thing called the diary room and you talk to a producer, they're on a microphone. So you don't see them. You're looking like right in the camera like this, and they're asking you questions. And then it's up to you to do whatever you want. They don't control anything that you do. So The Bachelor, I feel like, again, I wasn't on there, but it feels like they're pulling some strings back there.
What if they make the mom the next? Oh, is she still married? Barb, the next Bachelorette.
No, but I do want Barb to judge a show, like to be a judge on a show.
I don't think it's the last we've seen of Barb.
No, I agree. That's a marketing opportunity if you were the Bachelor.
Absolutely.
Because he didn't. I don't remember this guy's name. Peter, whatever.
Pilot Pete.
Oh, I don't care. This woman's the one I care about.
She's going down in Bachelor history.
Yeah.
That's his mom. Now he's got nobody. He engaged to one.
Well, he might go back to the other lady who he first engaged. Or you think she doesn't want anything to do with him?
She'll take it for the spotlight. We'll be right back.
Low blow.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
What's up? Welcome back to Beauty Blast. I'm your boy with all the beauty knowledge, Jeray for the Slay, and today we're here with more red light beauty tips to help your day move faster. Now, today I've been having so many inquiries about lashes. What kind of lashes should I use? What lashes are for me? Should I wear strip lashes or extensions? And that's where I come in, my friends. Now, if you don't know, the new craze for everyone has been lash extensions. These are phenomenal because you go see a specialist maybe once every 3 weeks, get some lashes put on top of your own lashes, and have a phenomenal, beautiful look that's easy to maintain. About every 3 weeks or so, you get a refill put on, so those lashes that might be falling out get put right back on top, and your look keeps going. Our fabulous host, Erica Cobb, is known for her lashes, and it makes her look so beautiful every time, no matter what she does, because it's consistent and she always makes sure that those lashes are done. Now, is this for everyone? Not always. I would definitely say lash extensions are more for the person who have a very fast-paced life, someone who doesn't want to spend a lot of time in their own look, and they want something that just gets up and goes for them. Now, if you're more of a business gal, you can make sure that you have a certain lash style. So you don't always have to have a super full lash. You can have more of a classic lash style style. You can have a blended lash style as well, or you can go for a little bit more of a cat eye or more of a dramatic lash too. This is something that you and your lash extension artist will talk about, of course. Now, is this for everyone once again? Not always, my friends. If you're in college, if you're over here paying off some debt, honey, maybe we're catching up on some bills. That's when we want to go back to good old Ardell strip lashes, my friend. Now, Ardell isn't the only lash brand out there, but it's one of my favorites because it's everywhere. Walmart, Target, Ulta, how you doing? But there's also lash strips from MAC Cosmetics. Now, what's the difference? Lash strips are going to be put on with a glue that's meant for temporary usage. With this glue, you're going to make sure that it's able to come off at the end of the day so you can peel those lashes off and go back to being the boo-boo that you are with no lashes whatsoever at all. That's fine though. We can put those lashes to the side and only use them for Fridays and Saturdays. That's fine if that's your cup of tea. However, make sure you're really removing all that lash glue residue so that you're not blocking and clogging your pore. Same thing for lash extensions, guys. You don't want to continuously do this for like 6 months straight because your lashes still need to breathe. You have pores there that want to get all that good oxygen to help continue to nourish all those beautiful hairs. Remember, your lashes grow on about every 3 to 5 week lash cycle. So if you're going every single week, you're gonna start noticing some fraily lashes or some lashes that just don't look as beautiful as they could. So let me know, guys, are you guys gonna go for more of lash extensions for an easy morning, or are we gonna keep it to Friday and Saturday with some lash strips? Tell me at Jeray for the Slay on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Beauty's impact on the daytime community and also the viewers that vote is immeasurable. Like, she is the Oprah of, like, judges.
It doesn't feel like it.
Well said. That could be the last thing you ever say on the show, and you just walk away.
I didn't know her.
Let's stop acting like the democracy that we know and that we teach our kids is still in place. The 3 branches of government has been shown to be ineffective. The executive branch completely came in and dominated the other 2 branches, and so this is what we have. Here we are. Enjoy your kid.
Welcome back to DBL. Road trips can be the best way to take in America's beauty, but it can be difficult to see it all. So we're talking about some of the country's most iconic drives in today's DBL Drive, presented by who, y'all? CarShield. That's right.
I've always wanted to drive cross country, and I did it once, and I did it along I-10. So I started basically like around the Jacksonville area and drove to Los Angeles. I drove a friend's car to Los Angeles for them.
Whoa.
Yes, and so it was something I always wanted to do.
Maybe we could take a road trip with DBL.
Ooh.
A DBL road trip?
Maybe a CarShield DBL road trip where we get in the car and we just don't come back for 2 weeks.
That's the best idea in the world. I'll be in charge of music.
Yeah, ooh, no.
And for peace of mind on the road, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote.
Look at Al looking fly in that orange jumpsuit.
Yeah, he gets to wear the Adidas jumpsuit and I'm in like velvet green gown.
I said y'all were going 2 different places.
Yeah,
Al was ready for a road trip. You were not.
No, but I do think if we had a DBL road trip, who would be in charge of music? Which host?
Al, because he's a DJ.
I don't know though. Al's kind of all over the map.
He
Is
plays
he here? I'm sorry.
he's here.
I'm sorry.
Al's right there.
I apologize, buddy.
Who would be in charge of music? I need some pop mixed in.
See, I need like maybe Erica. I'd say Erica Cobb.
Okay, Cobb could do it.
Music at our house parties. I think.
Yeah,
Cobb could do it.
I nominate her.
Okay, that's fair.
Before we go, guys, I want to wish a very happy anniversary to my wife. It's our 4-year anniversary today. We're not doing anything because it's 4, but I said hi on TV. I love you. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care of each other out there.